And welcome back to another episode of the Group Chat Podcast. I'm joined as always, my brother standing to my box. He's to the left of me, standing is 6'3", 215 pounds. Tony is in the building. How we feeling today?
6'3", 215.
I feel like we're
I would
calling
never,
it
I would never see that weight or that height.
Hey yo, uh, how we feeling today? How's everybody? How's everybody at home?
Uh, how are we feeling today? Uh, I don't know, man. Shit, alright. We here on the microphone talking about a bunch of nothing that don't really matter. But shout out.
That's valid. That's valid.
I'd rather be doing
Standing.
this than the alternative.
The alternative could be a lot of stuff, but we got
Exactly.
that,
exactly.
the alternative could be a lot of stuff. There's niggas out here selling ass for money, man. It's rough.
Hey,
It's rough in
hey,
2026.
hey, hey.
It's- oh man. Hey, standing in at the other corner, my brother Will standing in 6'4", 216. How we feeling today?
I'm good, man.
How tall? No, I'm bullshit. Now what? How tall is Joe Johnson? I know he's taller than 6'4". How tall is Joe Johnson? Anybody know off the top of their head?
Like 6'6", if I had to
6'7",
guess.
something like that. Yeah.
This nigga
Shout
was
out
on
to
the
Joe
Celtics.
Johnson.
This nigga was on the Celtics in 21.
2021.
Yeah, his basketball reference. The first thing I see is Boston 2021-22 season. He averaged 2
I think
points.
that's when that's when he was getting off in the Big Three, I think, and they called him up.
That did happen. that did happen. That
Said,
did
"This is still
happen.
Kahoot."
They said he got 2 points on a 100% field goal.
I was about to say
Damn.
2002, maybe. I don't know about 2022.
Was that his last team?
It had to be.
It had to be. Yeah, like I mean, unless we count the Big Three team, like.
No. Shout out to Ice
The,
Curb.
the Dominators, some shit like that. The Destroyers.
Oh man, yeah, 21, 22. They got one shot up, hit it, and then said, "Nah, we good."
That's good hoop.
That's, hey, finished your career on a high note. Like I said, 100% from the floor. As long as he can tell it, what can someone tell him? He went out on top. Oh man, who we listening to this week, you guys? Who we listening to? What we got for rappers of the week?
I listened to a lot of rap this week. But I feel like, come on now.
It's got to
Come
be
on.
him, right?
Come
If we want to
on
sweep
now.
across the board, like it's got to be
Come
like
on now. The best that ever did it. The greatest of all time.
Dylon. Uh, oh man, it's look, and it's anticlimactic on weeks like that, but that's fine. I think that's actually like when rap is in a good place or music in a good place. Like when you just know, like when a legend does something like that, it's a good place for hip hop to be. It might make it like anticlimactic as far as rap of the week, but like Cole dropped an album, everybody came in here gave it up for Cole. Wale dropped an album, everybody gave it up for Wale. Like, give these niggas they flowers, give them they props, they respect when they do shit like that. Because who knows when we're gonna get the next verse or freestyle, whatever we want to call it.
Who's to say?
That's a fact. I'm gonna start this shit real quick for anybody watching. I'm no longer.
Hold on, I ain't said that nigga was my rapper of the week.
Damn, my bad, nigga. I said it. We have a clean sweep, but I thought you shook your head. Who you been listening to this week, Will? Who you got?
First of all, let me start off with shouting out to Go Hove. He is like my rapper of the week. But I do have a. Hold on, my nigga.
He said, Hov ain't my rapper of the week. It's Jay-Z.
Nah. Hove is my rapper of the week, but I got an honorable mention this week. Shout out to my nigga Pistol Poe. He been cooking. Y'all can go check his page. Pistol
Hell
Poe
of a name.
79.
That's hard.
You sound like
Anybody with the name, anybody with pistol in they nickname or something is always a serious person. Pistol Pete was averaging like 60 at LSU.
Hey man, you get the right white guy in his 50s, he'll tell you Pistol Pete's the best to ever do
I can't tell him he wrong.
it. You get. as someone who had experience talking with a white guy in their 50s in his life, they definitely had Pistol Pete like way higher on fucking all-time NBA lists. Oh, oh man. Let me, for anybody listening, anybody, specifically anybody watching, I'm not gonna be fading in and out of reality. I'm not going to like sit there and be talking and my mouth not moving. Like we have finally moved past the horrible internet era.
Shout out to my nigga for not being low budget no more. Just in case y'all thought the niggas over here at Hard Fire was broke, it ain't true.
I was.
Just that Tony got money.
Nigga, Tony might have money. Tony was.
How did I get in this? Like how?
You know how much a Hope ticket was like 2-3 years ago? Now with inflation, this nigga saw him live. That's crazy.
Yeah, you think Tony paid for those tickets? That's crazy. And don't disrespect my nigga like that.
Oh shit. Oh man, but no, I got lied to by 2 different internet companies who promised me quote unquote a certain level of internet speed, and I've been sent the picture to y'all, I sent the picture to Dre, to send it to Matt, to a couple people, and I was like, it was just unequal. Like I did like 2 weeks ago, I didn't put out shit because I was just even in like in the morning it was passable, but then even in the morning time it was like this shit was awful. But yeah, no. So we finally are off the bullshit. Finally have decent internet speed. I sent y'all the picture. Last week I was no joke at like 1 megabyte per second on download, which I'm shocked I wasn't kicked out even fucking more than I already was. I think I got kicked out twice last week and then like twice the week before. Like it was awful. So we're off the bullshit. We have actual usable internet, man. And don't let Will fool y'all. The niggas here are broke. We got a Patreon if y'all want to help us break the broke curse. Help us, sit there and get a little better in life. There is a Patreon. Link is in the description. Don't let Will disencourage you. Y'all niggas will get subscribed to NBA players, which is fucking crazy. Like NBA players who have multi-million. Niggas give Twitch subs to Jaylen Brown, who was a max contract NBA player. Like, y'all can throw that our way. That's all I'm saying. I don't got a max NBA contract. What you say, Will?
No, I just raised my hand. I had a question for Tony.
Oh, go for it.
Hold on, why are we laughing? Me having a question for my own.
Because we've known you too long, and when you got a question, and when you got anyway, go. I'm gonna let you. This all you. Take the lead.
Can you hear me, okay, Tony?
Yeah.
What the Patreon look like?
I have no idea. I didn't know this was a thing till just now.
No, okay. We're all offline. We're all after the show.
This nigga trying to Rory and maul us.
No, I ain't trying. Never that. Oh, they got kicked out. Ho kicked him out the section. That was crazy.
I heard that wasn't even true.
It wasn't.
Hey, that shit is funny though. Shout out to the
niggas, like.
Shout out to the people that just be creating fake narratives on the internet.
No, that's a fact. And Roy has some really good self-awareness, and he was like, you think Jay-Z in the middle of that performance, what he got going on, he thought for just half a second to be like, hey, yo, let me go kick Rory out. Like, he's just like, he got some perspective. He's like, I guarantee I was not a thought. It didn't happen. Oh, man. Speaking of Ho, one of us was there live. Again, topic of money has come up. If I just Google how much it costs to see Jay-Z, I know that number's high. I don't know what's higher, the cost to see Jay-Z or the cost to go see the Knicks in the finals. I just know the number is more than 0. And I know one of the 3 of us was potentially there live in person, saw history in the making. So I'm gonna let that person.
I think that's dope though, because it's like niggas like me and Justin, we gotta watch that type of shit on Instagram live. And then there's some, and there's some niggas that get to be like stage side type shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he ain't tell he just told us he saw it, but he didn't tell us that he was actually backstage. But we'll let.
Yeah, when he said he saw it, I was thinking he meant like he saying it the same way we said it.
That's.
And then the nigga started sending us videos and shit.
I know.
Like other festivities.
I didn't tell you I was going to that though.
Like caviar.
I told you I was going to that.
I'll be real. You might have. I'd have to go back and check the messages. You
That was
might have
probably when that
said
shit was first announced.
that's as I was say. It's probably been some time from buying the tickets to actually going, but like this nigga I felt was damn near part of production. Like he knew the shit was coming. He was
Oh
waiting
yeah,
for
I do
everybody
see.
else's
No,
reaction.
I do see the message I heard what he said. He said, "Ho, send in the PJ. Let me know if y'all can make it." I
I
don't know
was
how
I
I
was
missed
I
that.
was how was the Roots picnic, man?
You too can do these things in life, kids, if you don't have a desire to have children. So just
Damn,
know
he just took shots of Will. That's crazy.
he's too far gone. He's too far gone. I keep it's too far gone. It's for the young duns, as Prodigy would say. This for the
Young
young
Duns is
duns.
crazy.
This for the young duns. um,
Hey yo.
um, but it was incredible, man. I don't know, like yeah, like I honestly don't have the words for it. It was incredible just to see that happen. Like seeing Rockefeller like in person was a big deal for me. Like just growing up on state property and Jay, and Beanie Siegel being like like the biggest guy to me in the world at one time. It's just that was like bucket list, like to see that in person. So yeah, it was incredible for sure.
Did it live in your mind? And it's like everybody got their favorite artists, everyone's got the people they hyped up to, and it's like, did that meet your expectation as far as like how much you anticipated it to how it actually played out? Did it live fully up to that expectation?
Man, probably exceeded it because
Damn.
I knew he'd bring out like Freeway and Beanie Siegel. Like that was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's Philadelphia. Everybody knows what state property means to Rockefeller. But to see them not only do what we do, but bring out PD Crack and the Young Guns, and then bring out Bleak, the freestyle, being a cultural moment, um, and just hearing those tracks like live that some of my favorite whole tracks, some songs like you dream about hearing in person, like to see him perform those and that moment, like the moment, man, like that moment was so big. It meant so much, like just in general, like for rap, but for me personally, like that moment meant a lot because like Hove's music has got motherfuckers through a lot of times in life and been a guide in life for not just me but a lot of people. Um but yeah, man, that night was crazy. That night was crazy for sure.
Nah, it looked dope. We're obviously gonna talk about. I guess we can hop into it. Is I guess besides Hove, who was the best act you saw for yourself, like your experience besides Hove?
Like ever.
Well, for the Roots picnic, and then I'll ask ever. So like for this event, who was like the if you're not allowed to include Hove and Rockefeller, who would be like the next one? You like, nah, this was I got to see this person and like that shit was super dope.
um Got to see Brandy was dope as hell. um Got to see Jazzy Jeff do his thing on the ones and the twos. Ti still got it, man. Ti got so many hits. Ti got so
See,
many hits.
I said that a year ago, and niggas killed me. I understand we all forgot he put out an album, but like I said that like a year ago, and I was told like Ti in 2025, what the fuck? But anyway,
Nigga, I didn't say Ti got so many hits in 2025. I said he got so many hits. Like that nigga been rapping for
no,
20 years. But but
hell of a catalog.
yeah, I would say Brandy and Ti is up there for me as far as the weekend goes. Um but like I said, man, the whole shit was just it was special cuz like I always say, like I grew up on Rockefeller and Cash Money. So it's like getting to see that and knowing like what that meant for me growing up. Like those two record labels, when we talk about like rap and shit like that's like the first examples I have like outside of my neighborhood, of course, but like outside of like locally of like cool guys doing like big deal shit. So to
Hmm.
see them all together again, um, and to see Rockefeller all together on stage like that, healthy number one, because I think that goes like unnoticed. Like these ain't motherfuckers that's they're doing well, still making money, still able to do shows. Everybody still is successful,
Hmm.
and that means a lot because so many times in rap, like you see motherfuckers fall off or motherfuckers not be the same person they were after the glory days. But a Beanie Siegel verse still means something as it did then now. You know, Freeway, same thing. So that was yeah, like I said, it was a lot of great performances over the weekend. Um, Erica Badu, like everybody was incredible, but that J moment in Rockefeller, bro, that shit was special.
And then I know we've discussed this before, but just since it's anytime like there is a concert or event, it's a good time to bring it up. It's like for both of y'all, what is your all time like favorite person you got to see live? Favorite music act you got to see live?
Outside of this, is the weekend. That was that's as an individual concert because this was a festival environment, and it's probably my number one performance. But if I'm sticking to just like strict concert environments, it's the weekend. Cause
You could do a festival, like if you just you seeing
no,
them
no,
live.
I'm
What
saying
does a festival
I'm
count
saying
as?
it be Jay. That's why I'm trying to like
Oh, okay.
give that bail to somebody else. But like if I'm putting it in that context, it's the weekend.
All right. Will.
Um, for me, it still might be the Cone Show that I seen. I think that was in what 2016. I think that was
Going to see
KOD tour.
Cole in
Not,
January in July. Going to see Cole in
I don't know if
July.
that was 20, not 2016. When was KOD? It was at 18.
I was just saying, I think we both
18,
saw him.
18,
Yeah, we both
yeah,
saw him during the KOD tour, and that shit
18.
was. Although my who was he performing with for years? I'm not sure if I don't remember if he switched it
He
back
had,
because I
I
had the
think
most.
Earth Gang is who opened up for him when he was here.
See, we had him with Thug. Um,
Yeah, we ain't have all that shit, but you in California, so.
yeah, no, it was the weirdest lineup. Like it was like looking back on it, like it shouldn't have
I
been
like how
there.
you tried to make
It was.
Chicago a fucking second tier city.
Hey man, look, niggas, y'all got the Madden cover. Um, for me, it's probably again when I saw Cole KOD, Cole put on a hell of a show, and that would definitely be up there. But I think all things considered, it's the Pot of Gold festival we saw, and specifically because it was before we married, but it was my wife and I. Wayne was there, Janae was there, which for us it was this one time. Like those are two artists you're just not going to see at a lot of events together, or not going to be in the same room. So it was like the fact they were both there, which I also it was and she ain't here right now, but I was like, because she was telling me, she's like, oh, you're going to see how many people really love Janae, how many people really love Janae. And I'm just like, I'm not doubting people love Janae. I'm just telling you there's like a level to this, and you're going to see like a difference in crowd. Um, and Janae had a lot of people. Man, the second that stage just said like 10 minutes to Wayne got on, it was rows behind us. Like, and everybody just standing, but it was like the way that crowd went from like this to this, I was like, yeah, there's levels to this shit. Like, there's a
That'll
reason one
happen.
of them's the headliner and like one of them's
That'll
not. But
happen.
Wayne put on such a dope show. Like, I remember, and I probably brought it before, is like there was a lot of criticism even before the Super Bowl shit. It was like, oh, Wayne's not the live performer. Wayne's not that great. Like videos on the internet. I'm like, I don't know. I saw the nigga once and he was great live. So I don't got nothing bad to
I've
say about
seen
his
Wayne
performance.
twice over like I saw Wayne in 2013. It was a 10-year stretch. I saw Wayne in 2013. I saw Wayne in 2023. Phenomenal both times. Like
Yeah,
just just great both times. Like I it's one of those things where I think Wayne is really a when you catch him artist. Like I really think that like you might catch Wayne on the best night ever and have the best concert experience you ever had. You might catch Wayne on the worst night ever and have one of the worst shows you've ever went to.
I I did feel bad. There was one where I guess like he left early because niggas was it was whoever and I'm gonna say gotta gut it for jokes because I don't know if
No,
he
no, no,
signed
no.
afterwards.
I know this was the last, not the last tour because he just did one I think last year, but the same tour that I went to. He had an LA show. So in the middle of Wayne's show, he brings out these artists that he's trying to break because
Yeah.
he just thinks he can break Nicki and Drake again. I guess I don't know. So
Hey
so
man.
he brought out a girl. Yes, she looked how you'd expect her to look. She was fine, whatever. He brings out this fucking skinny white boy who average rapper, fine rapper, like not bad, not great, like just fine. He's a fine rapper. He's whatever. At my show, more white people was in the house. They gave him a little bit more cheer, showed him a little bit more love. I guess at this LA show, they gave no fucks about him. They could care less about him. They could care less about him. So when he said, "Hey, if y'all don't show him some love, I'm leaving," he
He
proceeded to
left.
leave. He proceeded to leave.
That's the if Wayne is like your friend and you signed to him, like he truly feels like he is down for all his artists. Like he really fucks with the people that he signs. But man, if you get past that original wave, it's like, all right, nigga, somebody's like ain't worth keep bringing out and keep doing this shit. Like, and Wayne don't get enough. Like Tyga had a good career. Like Tyga not being Drake or Nicki, like Tyga is like Wayne gets credit to me for like having all three of those in his roster, like all being as successful as they were. Interesting individuals.
Was
But
Tiger that
all,
successful in spite of Young Money though?
uh, I mean, it depends what you consider like for the
Because I
question.
kind
No
of feel
one
like
has
he
ever
was.
asked.
I kind of feel like Tiger's success could have happened like without Young Money.
I think it depends on how much of a factor like the peak of Tyga is. Like, is Tyga's peak Rack City or is Tyga's peak like the rebrand with Taste? Like, no
That's
one's
what I was
ever asked
thinking.
that question, but
That's
I'm
what I
like,
was thinking. When you said that, I immediately thought like it might be Taste. It might be
not
Taste.
Taste was crazy when it was going out here, but like Rack City is also such a huge record, and because he is realistically just he's a strip club rapper, and so it's like it is the amount of like
It's a great
mainstream love
market
he
to corner
gets.
if you can corner it.
Oh no,
Rack
like
City still being played in strip clubs
It's
today
a
across the
great
world.
market to
absolutely
corner if you could corner it.
like, and so, but again, that's again, I'm not gonna sit here and debate Tyga's place in music history, but like that was
No.
his whatever again, whichever one you want to. If you want to go the rebrand, then yes, it's in spite of Young Money. He don't need them. But if you want to say Rack City when he had the motion with there, then because then they had the whole
Those
fallout
well
from that.
done mixtapes were really good. I might have to
Yeah,
go back and listen to those. Those was really good
not
mixtapes.
Tyga was he just wasn't Nicki or Drake. But enough about Tyga.
Or gotta gotta.
We all third.
He wasn't gotta either.
This is true. He
Respect.
was not gotta go.
This is I've yet to hear a lie. Um, we all 30 and over in this podcast. Roll with it. Uh, the Jay Z freestyle has apparently given like the internet two different sides of like there is a handful of people who love it, love what he's saying, love what he's talking about, and then there is legitimately because niggas keep being born every day. There is a group of like under 20-year-olds on the internet who are like
Niggas are.
he just an old nigga trying to stay relevant. As an over 30-year-old, that sounds crazy. I'm gonna just reference his interview he just did like 2 months ago, where he was like, "Why would I need to be involved in that? I'm Jay Z," and he does his condescending laugh. Is there any credence? And I'll try to be fair. That is there any credence to the argument, especially for younger kids, that this is like is this a moment they just don't care about? Like they just too young to care about someone like Jay Z.
Will.
Like, what's the question? Like, are they too young to not give a fuck about hoes?
Is it valid that there's just a generation of kids who are just too young to give a fuck about Jay Z?
Yes, it's valid.
Tony?
Yeah, that's valid. Like, if, of course, there's a generation of motherfuckers that don't care about Jay Z, but that's also Jay Z isn't like rapping for them either. So
Okay. The other conversation before we really start getting like breaking down to what he said is the there's another part where it's like, is he being a hypocrite because he talked about during that interview of like not wanting to deal with beef, not wanting to deal with like going back and forth with niggas, and then the next time we heard him rapping new material, he was taking shots at everybody.
He was responding.
Responding, taking shots at it. Like that's valid. Do you think there's any validity to the hypocritical aspect people are calling him out on? Or do y'all just think it's responding and it's all fair game?
It can't be beef because like it's not beef because it's literally just not beef, number one. And then it's like Will said, it's responding to motherfuckers talking about him. It's not as if like he's starting these issues with these people.
And it's like I think the shit with him and Drake specifically, they've been taking shots for years. That's like a regular thing, I feel like. But that's definitely that part is definitely not beef. The Nicki shit, she got beef. I don't think he got beef.
Nicki has beef with him.
She got beef.
That's what I said. I said she got beef. I didn't say he had beef.
The Nicki shit is odd, but again, the whole.
That statement is evergreen. That statement could have rang true in 2018 and fucking 2022. Shaq eyes looking like Michael Jordan. Not complimentary.
All right, Tony, you think hypocritical or is it just responding? I know you said it's not beef, but like
it's just responding, man. Like these motherfuckers been talking about Jay for years, literal years. Like he say something one time, now everybody in a hissy fit about it. Like, oh well.
What did that feel like live? Like, I'm gonna ask both of y'all like first time reaction, but obviously you heard it live, so I'm curious. Like, what was like? Did he just stop and like start doing it? Like, what was the actual setting of like? How did he set this up?
He opened with Hovey Baby. Beat stopped. He just started rapping. He just started rapping, man, for like 5 minutes. He started rapping for like 5 minutes. Yeah, he just started freestyling for like 5 minutes, just going in, and you didn't catch everything live, like unless you was like a super duper motherfucker like that. Like I caught the Drake shit. That was pretty easy to catch. You catch the Dame lines, obviously, and the Jaguar Wright line. That for people that know who Jaguar Wright is, that was just like very plain. But like the Kanye shit was quick. You had to catch that one. The Nicki shit I had no clue about until the next day. What else? The Tory Lanez shit, I didn't know that was about Tory Lanez. I completely forgot about Tory Lanez's fucking dad going crazy outside that courtroom. So I didn't even catch that. Like, yeah.
I might not. That might be the first time I'm really putting that together.
Live. That shit was crazy, man. That shit was crazy live.
Well, what was your reaction the first time? Like you went and heard the freestyle or was reading it? I had to read it. I'll just be real, because the first couple of videos were like muddy, so it was like you would hear one thing, like you would hear niggas react, and then he would still keep going. It's like I don't know what the fuck you just said. I'm just waiting for someone to fucking transcript this shit on Twitter.
Yeah, I definitely didn't listen to it until the good version came out. Like I think I seen one of those clips where it was shitty, and I was like, yeah, I'll catch you later, ho. not even knowing I could have just FaceTimed Tony. But when I first heard it though, like I thought it was dope. I mean, and I think me and Tony specifically, we know where you stand sometimes, Justin. But we love on whole rap.
What did I say? Where do I stand on whole rapping? What have I said that's
Queensbridge.
Like where
So we know how you get when it comes.
I buried that argument a few years ago. I buried that argument. I had to justify it. I buried that argument. I got the.
You stand in Queensbridge with a camo jacket on.
But no, I mean when I heard it though, I definitely thought it was dope. I thought I think one of the things that we do know, especially when Jay does things like this, he gonna always respond. But it's always gonna be on his time. So it's like the first chance he gets to rap, like, and when you talk about like after years of like all the different shit that's been going on, what the Tory Lanez pop shit is 3 years ago, maybe if not 4. Nicki been shitting on this nigga for the last 3 or 4 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Jaguar Wright for the last however long.
10. It feels like.
That lady is. Y'all ever like set? I don't know. Y'all ever listen to her for like more than 5 minutes?
Nah.
No. I don't even think I ever seen the full clip. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Same. It might have been like TikToks here and there.
Like if I see her, like you know when you scroll in IG and they be having like the multiple little clips or whatever where you gotta scroll over. I ain't never scrolled over. Like I catch that first one and that's it.
Nah, like wife watched one of them. Damn, she heard that shit. Started calling me. She watched one of them, and I'm like sitting there one into my head. I was like, it was one of the first. We weren't even married at the time yet, and it was like, this made me question it for a second. Very few things ever made me question, like, damn, should I break this off? But this is one of them. She's talking to whoever she's talking to, and just sounds nuts the whole interview. And after the interview, I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, oh, she's going to just know this lady sounds crazy, like whatever she watched for, whatever. She's like, no, she had some good points in there, and I'm like, excuse me, like, it's just that woman is batshit insane. Like
she was talking about Hov, or just
she'll
period.
She'll talk about anybody. I don't even remember the exact context of this video.
Okay.
This was years ago, but like I just remember hearing it, and like every other line, I was just like, man, that's not serious. Like you gotta be like, it was real. It just felt like real life trolling, and I didn't even know who she was, and so I'm not aware at this time. I'm not aware of the fact she partakes in a certain form of entertainment, which absolutely. That kind of entertainment, that's absolutely the kind of conversations you have. Like, that's her world, her life. But yeah, no, she's insane. Continue on, my bad. I know you started listing down people who's taking shots at.
No, I was just saying, like, in any time Hov rap, especially in an environment like this, he gonna always use that chance to kind of get his shit back off. So no, I mean I liked it. I thought it was dope. I was glad to hear it. It ain't beef. Like they gonna say whatever they gonna say. He gonna respond in another 5 years or whenever he decide to rap again. He got somebody somewhere compiling data. Like when it's time to rap, let me know all the people that's been talking shit for the last couple of years, so I can throw a couple shots at him.
That's a fact. Like he is clearly someone who doesn't have like a huge online presence. Like he's obviously not on like Twitter or Instagram or shit like that. He hears everything though. Like there ain't like anything that anybody of relevance has said about him or said to him. Now the BuzzFeed shit I think is totally different. That's just actually somebody trying to like fuck with his life. Truly, that's not just talking shit about him or whatever. Like that's a different scenario. So him, I kind of view that as a different situation.
Y'all think Hov ain't just like scrolling Instagram and Twitter?
I don't think he is, but I think people tell him what's going on the apps for sure.
I was just say he probably got it. He's
imagine Jay-Z scrolling the apps like this, like how old motherfuckers do.
Hey yo, that should be funny as fuck. Nigga squinting.
Sometimes I be wondering, like, cause
he
I
got the large text
think,
on his phone.
I know, right? He got his shit big as fuck. I definitely think. Like I don't think it's as many of these like celebrities out here that don't see shit as we believe it to be. Like I think, or not even don't see shit, because I think for sure they got people sending them shit, but I think they may not be doing it from like their main little like Jay-Z page or Lil Wayne page or some shit like that. But these niggas ain't got real jobs. It'll be tough for me to believe they ain't got a few minutes to scroll down fucking social media and stay tapped in. All you gotta do is follow a couple of sites. You follow the Breakfast Club, you follow Shade Room, and fucking Baller Alert or some shit. Everything everybody say about you as far as our culture goes is gonna be there.
You hip to everything.
Like it ain't like you gotta go looking for it.
Well, and you need, as like specifically being a rapper, like you have to some degree. because you can't live. The rapper, you know, who lives in a shell and doesn't go outside. Eminem. You know when Eminem's music got really really bad, when that nigga stopped going outside, like at all. I'm not talking about like going outside and being active and partying. Like he just the dictionary jokes around M are when he just literally post recovery when he elevated to like a new form of superstardom and he just didn't like being outside, which is fine. You don't have to be outside. Do whatever the fuck you want. But then if you have nothing to say because you are so isolated, all you can do is start sounding like a dictionary. So like for anybody to sound relevant,
I think that's his age though, because Eminem has never been more famous than he was in like 2003.
I know, but he was still like. Are you saying the age being like him wanting to be outside?
Yeah, I'm saying that
about killing his mom.
the age thing goes towards like not wanting to be seen in the public eye or not out. Cause I don't know if any of these niggas was outside, but like him not being in the public eye is like I think that's more of an age thing than it is like him being overly famous. Cause like Eminem wasn't as famous in 2011 as he was in 2002. He just wasn't.
No, that's valid. I guess where it's like, but he ran out of life stories, right? It's like he's obviously got his own like drug addiction battle, and that fueled a lot of good and bad music for him personally. And so it's like we already know like young Eminem, we already know drug Eminem, and now we've got the nigga who's like fought back through that. Congrats, you got a relationship with your daughter, but you're never gonna tell us about the relationship with your daughter or like talking about being a father outside of. But you really just never did it. And so like then it just became how wordplay wordy can I be, and it was like you can get that off for a record. He fed us like he gave us like 3 albums of it. And it's like just chill out. But I do agree with you that is to a degree an age thing. Because again, Hov probably isn't like outside of having to work and go wherever he's got to do. Like he's probably also likes to be inside. Probably also likes to be away from the camera and shit like that. But that's not. He's also not putting out nearly as much music, which is that's another issue.
Nothing. I was about to say nothing about Jay-Z has ever made me think he's in the house.
It ain't no way I'm a billionaire. Niggas think I'm just in the house.
Man, that's
what I got these bees for.
I said it. Listen, man, I heard Trent Williams talk about being in San Francisco, and Trent Williams is living a life. That nigga said, I went to practice, I went home, I had whatever I needed delivered. Like, I was
Trent Williams,
these people.
The young boy admirer. NBA young boy, that is.
Now, he said specifically when he was in San Francisco during, like, season. He said he lived a different life because he just had the one place in San Francisco, obviously, during football season. But when he went home, he said that's a different story. But he said while he was in San Francisco, he was inside. Had shit delivered, ordered food. Like
Jay-Z whole life is an off season. Like exactly. It's only the season when he wants it.
These niggas ain't. You want me to believe Jay-Z in meetings all day?
Look, man, who got it the worst out of everybody? Jay sent shots at. Who y'all feel like got it the worst?
The worst? I don't know, man. I don't know if anybody got it the worst because he really could have went in on. Well, Dame got it the worst, but that's on like that's a different thing within itself. But like he could have went in hard on a lot of them niggas than he did though. Them was like pity pat shots he gave him.
I do think one day he go. I think one day he gonna get that damn crazy. Not today, but I think he gonna have a day where he say, yeah, I'm finna.
Dame 2 more art of dialogue interviews away from getting his ass tapped on a beat.
But one of these days he gonna get that Dame super crazy.
The Dame shit.
Dame got bad luck, don't he?
It's tough. It really is. I don't even know if it's bad luck though. It's self-inflicted. That's why I can't really say it's bad luck.
He got a combination of bad luck and bad karma.
But if you bring that shit on yourself though, is that can it be bad karma if you out here doing like a bunch?
You bringing it on yourself as the karma.
Dame really could. It really if Dame. That's the New York Harlem shit though, cause like realistically, bro. wasn't that bad to a point where like they couldn't come back from it. Dame made it that bad to where they can't come back from it, and that's why he is where he is now. Like had Dame just like just left it alone and kind of Harlem niggas don't know how to humble themselves, as we know, as hip hop has taught us. A Harlem man can never humble himself. So it's just one of them things where it's like Dame rather die in this way than to live in the other way. Which I mean, hey, sure, why not?
That nigga said Jay-Z breast stink. Like that was his reply.
Come on, my nigga. Your teeth fell out on Instagram Live. how old is Dame?
Oh, he gotta be
50.
Is he older or younger than Hov?
No, he was. I think he was around the same age, maybe a year older. I got the internet. Let's see.
I don't know how I'm gonna feel if I ever see Hov dentures fall out on
Dame is 55.
Stage. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, 55 with dentures is crazy. My grandma had dentures, and my grandma was at least 80 my whole life.
Jay be 57 in December. Dame just turned 55 last month.
I wouldn't ask the next question. I just asked School the next question, which was Dame Dash.
I want to say this. I want to say this too. Another funny moment from the weekend. Big Daddy Kane showed up to perform with Black.
Hey, shout out to Big Daddy Kane. See, shout out to Big Daddy. Look at hip hop, man.
That's a shot at Max B.
Big Daddy Kane showed up to perform with Black Thought. That was very hip hop. Now that I say that out loud.
I was gonna say that's.
Erica asked me. She was like, "How old is he?" I was like, "He's the exact same age as Jay-Z." And the look on her face, she could not believe. Big Daddy Kane. She could not believe the words that came out my mouth. Kane will be 58 in September. Jay will be 50. What did I just say? 57. Jay will be 57 in December.
Oh, Kane got him by like almost a year. December 4th. And when the fuck's his birthday?
That's what $1 billion will do for you. You can buy the Fountain of Youth.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Hey, look, man. Shout out to hip hop. Shout out to Kane. Kane is. Excuse me.
Hey, why'd you like before we get to basketball and wrap up? I need the people to know. Justin hit the group chat last week telling us how it was written was snubbed from a Grammy nomination.
Okay.
And fair or unfair? The albums
You're talking about 96, right?
Yes.
We can have the album. I'm gonna pull this up.
The albums that were nominated. I'm not taking out a single album that was nominated for the Grammys, and it would be 97. It would be the 1997 Grammys. I'm not taking out a single album that was nominated for the best rap album in 1997 to put in It Was Written. And everybody that has ever listened to anything we've done know It Was Written is one of my 5 favorite rap albums of all time.
Okay. Give us the list.
It is Tupac, All Eyes on Me, A Tribe Called Quest, Beats, Rhymes, and Life, Coolio, Gangsta's Paradise, Fugees, The Score, which won, and LL Cool J's Mr. Smith.
Okay.
So you was trying to take Coolio out?
I was never trying to take Coolio out. Now, let me ask this. I don't think it was hate, but here's I think the problem, and because you had said something and it did make me think about it. Which was the context of 96, 97, right? Because it was, damn, why am I blanking? What was the record I said from Nas? Because it was one of the.
You said If I Ruled the World, I Believe.
Yeah. If I ruled the world, I think the problem with It Was Written is it's probably it might be the ultimate like how it was viewed in real time versus how it was viewed historically, as far as like how big that gap is. Because like Illmatic just there was no category, right? It's like Illmatic just flat out never had a chance to be in.
No, Justin, no.
When do you think?
Brother, we're back again. We are back again. No. Oh no. No, Will, no.
Your shit
That
right
boy
now.
best rap album.
Your
All
shit
right.
right now.
It would
One
have
Okay.
been
megabyte.
just.
You're
It would have
back.
just been okay. So it'd have been the
You are
first year.
You are back. You are back.
Okay, it would have been the first year. My bad. My bad.
We couldn't
We didn't
hear
hear nothing
shit
you
you
No,
said.
wait.
said. You the connection was so bad just now. You're back good now.
Oh, you're talking about like my internet. Oh, I thought
Yes.
you were talking about what I was saying.
No, no.
No,
Heard no
Oh,
words. Heard no words of what you said.
oh.
you sounded like R2D2.
Uh,
You good now?
okay. So if this is accurate, is what was the last thing y'all heard then? Before I.
The very beginning.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So Illmatic did not qualify for one, and so it was written was like is again one of the like biggest disparities as far as how it was perceived in real time versus how it's perceived later. Because you brought up you like niggas wasn't really like, and that did make me think for a second. Because again, I view it was written in a certain light. I was too, so I wasn't exactly voting or giving like my opinion on hip hop takes in 1996. And so that I would give you. I think really what I came down to is like Nas's career is just weird. If like how his perception just kind of historically in real time versus now, like almost all of his shit is flip flop. Like even the beef with him and Hov, it was like in real time, Nas got that. Historically looking back on it now, it's like niggas say, nah, take over way better than Ether. And like there's a lot of that.
Won't nobody
Nas.
say that. Niggas will tell you take over is
absolutely-
fire, but everybody can generally agree Nas won the battle.
I don't know.
He didn't win the war, but he won the battle,
that's-
and that's all that matters.
All right, maybe that's then. It like, but it's just like there was a bunch of like weird, in my opinion, of like how Nas when he put out something, how it's viewed. Like King's Disease, and when he started on that run with Hit Boy, might be the only time like it. Again, it's still relatively new, but it lines up with how it was viewed in real time versus how it's viewed looking back on it. Oh, because a lot of Nas's other shit is like it's flipped. Again, it was written. I'm pretty sure. I think I don't know if Will agrees. I know Tony and I got it was written over Illmatic. Will, you think it was written is better than Illmatic?
I got it over Illmatic.
Okay, but like
It was written might be the first Nas album I listened to.
But like historically, if you go back to '97 and you were to say some shit like that, nigga would slap you. Like it's like that's not even like a kind of a conversation. And so that's really where I ended up on that convo where I'm just like, a lot of Nas's shit is weird in real time versus looking back on historically.
I will say this: Nas, out of all of Nas's nominations and everything like that, Nas was never snubbed. Nas was never snubbed for a Grammy. Every
I
Grammy
didn't even
Nas
go
has ever
through to look at
lost,
all
he
the
should have
years.
lost.
I didn't even go back through like all of them to go find out like what. I didn't go back and look through every single nomination. I specifically
Good thing
went back.
I work an office job and I have free time because I did. And he did. He was never snubbed for a single Grammy.
Was there one you felt was close if you got it off the top of your head before we move on to the NBA?
I mean, saying it was close means like it's close between 4 different motherfuckers. So it's like, what does that matter?
I mean, the nod kind of means that the nod is the admission of it's close outside of like very specific years.
I thought it was other
it's
people that
for-
should have won than the person more than Nas.
All right, shout out to Nas, man. By the way, for anybody listening, we are taking you up to Game 1 of the NBA Finals. So we got about 30 minutes left here. We already talked. Luckily, Eastern Conference Finals have been over for so long. We talked about the Knicks whooping the Cavs' ass so bad last week.
That did
Since
happen.
then,
That did happen.
I was thinking like, oh, we can talk about the Cavs next. I'm like, nope, we talked about this shit last week. Them niggas lost in 4 games.
No.
What did y'all feel like the end of the Western Conference Finals? Like how, and I said this morning, and I'm standing on it. Like I'm not selling OK, and I'm somebody who's like quote unquote SGA hater, quote unquote OKC hater, but I'm not selling my stock on the team. I said they're still really good. I still think Chet's really good. I think this gonna be Chet's career low moment. I think absolutely. But I don't think there's people saying shit about like Chet, where it's like he ain't worth this, he ain't worth that. I'm like, still a great defensive player. He's still 24 years old. Like, there's niggas you could be in a way worse position than paying Chet Holmgren. But he got his soul snatched. He got his soul snatched
There
when
you
he
go.
walked into his house. Look, man. What y'all think of the end of the Western Conference Finals?
2 to 3 weeks ago, somebody texted me and said the Bucks can trade Giannis to build around Chet Holmgren.
And now this is
I don't know who that is. I
moment.
don't know who that
is.
is.
This off his low moment.
And I responded, "Who the fuck is building around Chet Holmgren?" And,
okay, so first,
and
off,
I was met with Chet is the second best defensive player in the league. He's just not Wemby. Who's
the second best defensive player in the league? Like, there's a gap.
Mobley's a better defensive player than Chet.
Oh, see, I would push back on that. And Mobley's great, but I would push back. I don't think that's like. I don't think that's
my. This I'm willing to admit is more of a hotter take on my end, but I think Triple J healthy is a better defensive player than Chet.
Oh, see, I'm definitely not wrong with Triple J. Evan Mobley, I think, is a conversation, but I'm definitely not wrong with Jaren Jackson.
Chet shot twice.
No, he played
game
awful.
7.
Fucking awful in game 7.
I could much respect the 4 for 20. I can respect that more. You were ass, but I can respect it. To shoot twice in the game 7 when you're down the second best player on the team, when you're all world, guard, back-to-back MVP has 35 points through.
Hooping in game 7. Absolutely.
Has 30 plus points through 3 quarters or whatever it was. Given everything he has, you have to do something. In a game that's winnable, a game 7 that you are in, that you can win. I just cannot respect Chet. I cannot respect Chet. I can't. Not on a personal level, nor on a basketball level. Like, it was.
You can't fold like that when your top op is right across from you.
It's just. It was sad. Like, can't happen. Can't happen.
I agree, but do you think it's valid that, like, this is, unless it goes horribly wrong, like, this needs to be his career low moment? Like, do either of y'all really think, like, Chet is no longer going to be good, or that OKC is no longer going to be good?
I still think he's good. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say he's not a good player. He's not for me, but I'm not going to sit here and say he's not a good player. And I think that I wouldn't move from him I wouldn't blow up the chemistry you've built and the success you've had just for the sake of feeling pressure from losing to Wemby. I wouldn't do that. But he clearly can't be the second best guy if you want to win the title. He's going to have to be your third or fourth best guy if you want to win the title, as he was last year when Dub was healthy, and he could kind of operate between 3 or 4. But this showed that, especially if you think they're going to run into the same person over and over again, as we all suspect. I'm not going to say that isn't going to happen, but as we generally suspect, they'll have to go through the Spurs, and the Spurs will have to go through them to get to the title. If he's just going to do this every time Wemby's on the other side, I don't know what I can do with that.
So this, I think, is, or Will, really quick, what were your thoughts at the end of the series?
I mean, so I agree with, like, not trying to blow it all up, because I think at the end of the day, as long as Chet is better than what he was, he's probably still your best shot against Wemby anyway. Like, as far as, like, a matchup, even though Wemby obviously dominates the matchup, but when you talk about the defensive presence and things like that, I think as time goes on, he probably gets a little bit more confident and stuff like that. He'll probably be one of the best people to kind of match up against Wemby. But I do agree he definitely can't be the best player on your team. So don't try to be. Don't trade Chet to the Bucks and build around him.
Okay, first off, niggas don't get like real pieces to build around when they trade away a superstar player. You get hope and potential. Like you don't get like an actual like, oh yeah, for sure this nigga is like he up next, we building around, because they teams just don't trade those players, and they're not, and they don't trade those players unless they're forced to,
Unless you
because
trade
that
Miles
player.
Garrett for fucking Jerry Verse.
Look, well, that's this in the NFL, different league. Um,
If Aaron Donald come out of retirement, that means y'all traded Jared Verse
yeah.
for Miles Garrett and Aaron Donald.
Hey, look, Roger Goodell, you got to step in. If Aaron Donald says he wants to reinstate, somebody needs to lose that paperwork. Like, somebody needs to lose that paperwork. Somebody needs to say, nah, man, we ain't get that. He's not eligible.
Even if he ain't got the moves, he just got the strength.
Nigga, he could just stand there. Like, he could.
He basically
like,
he gonna make it to where you can't double team Miles Garrett. Just cause he there. We don't even know if he still got it or not, but we gonna act like he do.
Brother, you could double team. You might have to put like 6 niggas on the line, double team both of them. Like, your quarterback just roll out from the jump and just be like, hey, man, we ain't got it. Like,
Doing all that doing all of that just to get sacked by Kobe
Just
Turner
to get
is
a
very
sack.
funny.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like you USOL, like that shit is that shit would be crazy. Like Aaron Donald, you good at home, man. I promise you, you good at home. You had your
But
it was great.
yeah, no. I mean, I definitely I don't think the Thunder should blow it up. I think this is definitely gonna be a matchup we gonna have to watch for years to come. When you talk about the Spurs and OKC, two of the youngest teams in the league, two teams with probably some of the most young talent. Like when you talk about the Spurs and Wemby, of course, but then you got Castle, you got Harper, you got Vassell, and then of course all the young players on the Spurs. But I mean, it's gonna be a matchup we're gonna see for a long time.
What you call it? I think the problem is because there's always historically, right? Like there's guys who couldn't fuck with certain players, and that just has always existed, right? Like, and he's been great matchups. Like Paul George, a lot of like it was partly his claim to fame, but it's also the reason he didn't win as much in Indiana. It was like he ran into the Heat with LeBron, and it was like, yeah, nigga, you this great, but that nigga's up here. And there's been other guys who, again, have been. That was gonna sound crazy if I said that. Who have lost to other players. Chet's problem, above all else, is the fact of like, you just might be a little too young because your whole career, is going to line up with women. Like you 24, he's 22. Like you can't get out of this. It's not like LeBron joked. He was like, on his podcast, he's like, I don't gotta have a fucking answer for Wemby, nigga. Like, I'm out this bitch in like a year or two max. Like, this nigga's 22. He in a whole different timeline than me. That's fine for him. It is going to be tough for Chet, especially like the worst shit is like if like you Chet, you come back next year and you do whatever you gotta do in the offseason, right? You take your shots, you get stronger, boom, boom, boom. OKC 6-2 team again, and you play great in like almost every game except against San Antonio. And if you just constantly get your ass beat by San Antonio, it's like, now we got a real problem because now we damn near have to move you because the things that you bring, which is great defense, shot blocker, like the ability to score as a 7-footer both inside and outside, and you totally worthless, like now the whole team's fucked up. Because, again, SGA played great in Game 7. Was it Game 6? I think Game 6 was like the bad. I think Game 6 was like the one objectively bad game from him. But like J-Dub right now, and this is the Thunder's other problem, is like J-Dub, can you be healthy? And Chet, can you actually play just decent against him? Because you don't ever have to win that one-on-one matchup, and you probably never will. But you can't be that. You can't be take 2 shots in a Game 7 or 3 shots, whatever the fuck it was. Like, that was awful. But again, I'm not selling all of my Chet Holmgren stock just because, you know, he got outplayed by Wemby. It's like a lot of niggas being outplayed by Wemby. Man, it's 2014 in here. Hove dropping versus the Spurs are in the finals. The Knicks, 2014 was Melo still on the Knicks in 2014? Is my shit out? Am I tripping? Oh, I'm not sure if that's me or if that's. Oh, okay. I think that was Will.
No, your shit good. I had text y'all. I stepped away, but I'm back though. Will might have
No,
had some technical problems though.
that's I was tripping. I was like, wait, shit, was that me?
Nah,
Is
nah, nah. We good. We are still here, still talking to the
the
people.
yeah. But like that, I think is Chet's bigger issue and OKC's issue, which is like your second star has been hurt. Your third star clearly has a bad matchup against Wemby. Like, if you OKC, what is like the next direction you do, knowing that like the Spurs are the team you at least have to keep in mind that you're going to have to get through to get to the NBA Finals again.
Honestly, man, you can. They have a few different directions because they got so many picks, but you can try to rearrange the books, let some guys go, do some restructures, if you will, decline some options, bring guys back on some more team friendly deals, meaning restructure. You can also get out of some of those picks and see if you can get into that. I don't think you'll get into the top four. Maybe you can get into the top 7, top 8, and that can do something for you. But if I'm the Thunder, like I just went to Game 7 in the series, I probably would have won if our second best player is healthy, if AJ Mitchell is healthy. Like if I'm the Thunder, I'm not looking at this and being like we need to make so many moves. We need to do so many different things. Like you weren't healthy. You got outplayed in the Game 7, and you just lost to the better team on that night. If you feel like you're still the better team than the Spurs, you just were not the better team on that Saturday night in Game 7, and that's okay. Like they can't feel like our window is just shut down and we don't have anything for Wemby right now. You almost beat Wemby. Like you almost beat Wemby. Now you did lose the 3-2 lead. Um
Mm-hmm.
you did lose Game 7 at home. You aren't the first team to lose to blow a 3-2 lead, and you're not the first team to lose a Game 7 at home. Like that happens. You have an earlier off season. Now you get rest, you get guys healthy, and you make a few moves around the margins, but you essentially run this back with your top 3 guys and see what happens from that point.
No, I agree. I agree with that. I don't, and I don't think Sam Presti just never really makes like huge moves or trades a bunch of picks or assets. That has not been his mo,
Not
and
his thing.
so I don't think. I mean, he trades for everybody else's picks, but like he's not really trying to give out any. So I don't think that'll happen. Even the reports of like them trying to trade to get into the supposedly top 5, top 6 of this draft, I'm like, I just saw all these niggas at the top of the league fucking tank their season away to try to get into these spots. I'm like, they not giving this away for like Sam Presti having the fucking. Well, I think OKC's like the 12th pick and the fucking. They got 2
Yeah,
picks
like
in the lottery.
12, 17, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, like, they ain't giving these up. And especially not to the Thunder, where it's like, y'all got to compete with them too. And so, and again, Wemby is just one of those things that it's like, historically, you're going to look back on and be like, hey, man, we lost to Wemby at home. It's like, yeah, nigga, join the club. Like, that's just going to be one of those things. Will, I wanted to ask if, because I was told resounding that I was an idiot when I said, who's the best Thunder ever a couple months ago. If Jalen Brunson gets a title, is he the best Nick ever?
Probably the greatest. When you have that conversation about greatest versus best.
I asked you, is he the best Nick ever if he gets a title?
No. Shout out to JB though.
Oh. Never mind.
Carmelo Anthony.
That's
That's the answer.
y'all gonna drop that $20K to go sit in Madison Square Garden?
No, not unless Tony buy.
I don't even know if they're 20 no more. I think they kept going
What
up.
was it? 20 for the nosebleeds?
It's like 20 just to stand in the parking lot. Um, like they got. Let's see here. Let me see what these ticket prices are real quick. Um, what's interesting about Jalen Brunson is like you've seen it with international players. Like I don't know who like the last American player who was a second round pick, was a rotation guy at best, then gets a little bit of run when Luka gets hurt. The Knicks, quote unquote, at the time, a lot of sentiment was like they overpaid for him, and now he has turned himself into like he could be the best player on a championship team. Like I don't know if we've ever seen that from an American player. Like Jokic obviously has a story. Uh, Giannis wasn't a second round pick, but Giannis being like relatively unknown to getting himself the best player on the title team. Like I don't know when the last time we saw a story like Jalen Brunson. Do y'all give the Knicks a real chance to win this series?
Yeah, fuck yeah. I got Spurs in 7. Like I think we end for a classic finals personally. Like because the Knicks were a big problem for the Spurs in the regular season, and I think that the Knicks have the wings to match up with the Spurs guard trio. They got the big men. They can make Wemby work. Now, how is Mitchell Robinson's pinky and how will it affect his game? We'll see. But and can Cat stay out of foul trouble, obviously. But the Knicks are a really good matchup for this team, and I think we could be looking at another situation like last year, and hopefully the best player on the other team don't tear his Achilles in Game 7. But I really think we could be in for another fire finals, and this is just a really good matchup. Like I don't look at this and favor somebody super big on one end or the other. Like I really think this is a 50-50 matchup. I'm just going with the 7-4, generational talent in the Game 7, mind you, at home. So if had the Knicks had Game 7 at the Garden, maybe I'd pick different. But I'm just going with the generational guy at home in Game 7.
Will?
I got the Knicks.
Damn. How many games?
I don't know.
Say 5. Be brave. Say 5.
I ain't saying that. I don't got the Knicks at 5. I go 6 or 7. Like I'm not like it ain't number one. It ain't a finals matchup that I care about. Like of course I'm gonna watch it like as a fan, but I mean it's like I'm not invested in either of these teams, to be honest. But I don't know. I think the Knicks are gonna pull it off, and I think I want to see how the youth for the Spurs is gonna kind of hold up in these situations.
Do you think there is still, like, for both of you, do you think there's still a level of, like, even though they've had this playoff run, like, I think Game 3 is going to feel like something that we have not seen in sports in a while. I think the start of Game 3 in Madison Square Garden, that franchise, some of those really long-term fans who have been there forever, seen a bunch of shitty teams, like, they shouldn't even play music to start Game 3. Like, they should just let them niggas be as loud as fucking possible, and I think it's going to be an environment we have not seen in sports in a while. Do the Spurs still need to check that off their list? Like, hey, we're not still sure how they react in this environment. Like, NBA Finals, you down 10 in the fourth quarter, Madison Square Garden going crazy. Like, is that still a fair box they have to check?
In theory, but not really. Like, the reality of the matter is, this is just not that team that like that type of shit is just gonna matter. Like, you throw out conventional wisdom when you got a Wemby, and he's the best player amongst the group of guys that he's the best player with. Like, Madison Square Garden is gonna be crazy 3 and 4. So yeah, but this is just not a regular. This is just not a regular situation. Like, this is just nothing. Like, I'm not looking at this like historical context. Like, we've never seen nothing like this before. The motherfucker's 22, missed his first playoff appearance. He's in the finals. he's the first person to lead the team in points and rebounds and make the finals since Elgin Baylor in '58. Like this is just some other shit, man.
Shout out to the only other guy who did the only. Now this is a not a real stat, but it's implied. The only other guy non-modern era basketball, because Bill Russell did it, that led his team, like was the guy in his first playoff run, was Bill Walton. Which is kind of just makes you realize, like, Bill Walton growing up was like he was the what if. Like, we didn't have D Rose yet. Like, Bill Walton was the man. If he stayed healthy, he would have been however many championships. People like old people talk about Bill Walton like he was the guy.
This is why I always look at niggas when they talk. Shout out to him and respect to him. But when niggas say Dame is the greatest Blazer ever, I'm just like, how? Like how? Like Bill Walton was a Blazer. Clyde Drexler was a Blazer. Like respect
Dame
to
and
Dame.
Clyde, I think, is an argument.
Dame
I
ain't
think Bill's
won
better.
a bitch ass thing. Clyde went to the finals twice. Clyde went to the finals back to back years. Like, oh no, Clyde couldn't beat Mike.
No, well, so that's why when we
Shame
had
him.
to talk
He
about,
couldn't beat the bad boy Pistons. Shame him. Like,
no, that's why when we had to talk about like the Myles Garrett where he sits amongst like the other defenders, you got to do the Browns tax. Dame does get the like that nigga ran into the Warriors a lot, and like Dame was never beating Steph, Clay, KD. Like
he
that
ain't
was,
running to the Warriors a lot. Like that nigga was running into Denver and shit, man. He lost.
He got
They
swept by
lost
the
that 2019 Western Conference Finals. They got swept out the building to the KD-less Warriors, mind you, and that was that. Like he had some fun moments in the bubble. Like Dame's one of the best scorers we've seen. He's one of the most clutch guys we've seen, but there are levels and tiers to certain shit, and I feel like this era of NBA discounts so much. But that was a tangent as an aside. Where were we?
And Steph is 10-0 against Dame in the playoffs.
I mean, that's.
So what's that?
That's,
2 series?
I get it, but that's somebody had to be injured because I know they swept Dame once, so somebody had to be. Dame would have had to miss games, or Steph would have had to miss games because that's probably over 3 series.
The Warriors used to be so good. Steph would sprain his ankle in like game 3. And he'd just be like, all right, Clay, we need 35 tonight. And Iggy, we need 25. And Draymond, we need a triple-double. And they'd be like, all right, it's fine, whatever. Who we playing? Fucking the Trailblazers? All right, whatever. Who cares?
The most disrespectful video is like the way the niggas used to treat NBA warm-ups. Like, niggas used to just go out there, like, walk around a little. Like, KD would just walk around with the basketball, look at the niggas on the other team and be like, all right, man, we good this. Like, oh, man. Okay, so Tony, you said Spurs in 7. Will, you said Knicks in how many games you want to put on?
I'll go 6.
6.
The funniest outcome is the Spurs sweep. Because the Knicks, as great as it is to see Knicks fans happy and celebrating, it is even funnier to see them miserable and sad.
So I got Spurs in 5. I got them splitting
Justin.
San Antonio. I got them splitting San Antonio. I got them winning both games in New York and then winning game 5 at home.
5?
Game in 5. Because here's the other. And we're gonna close out here in about.
Are you? And I guess I know you about to get to something. Like, are you going off of like the information that you have at hand?
What's that supposed to mean? Niggas think I got like side deals with Polymar?
No, I'm saying like existing information from like the matchups, the times that they played before. Like what?
I'm going off of what I view Wemby as, which is a guy who is like has a chance to be in that all-time pantheon of player, and them niggas usually only lose even when they're young to another all-time pantheon player. Like Mike was getting beat by the Pistons and the Celtics. Nobody on the Knicks is Larry Bird. No one on the Pistons or the Knicks, I'm sorry, is Isaiah Thomas. LeBron lost to Tim Duncan. None of these niggas is Tim
Hey
Duncan.
man, Jalen Brunson as close as you can fucking get. Like,
It's Jalen Brunson is great, and like I give Jalen Brunson a lot of credit. Jalen Brunson has had a hell of a run, a hell of a time in New York. Like there's a lot of things that he does well, but like if I truly think that Wemby is this level of player, those guys only get beat by early on. Like obviously, again, how your career plays out, we'll see. But like that first couple attempts, when you really feeling yourself, like
Wemby
get
can't.
knocked out by
Wemby can't win the game by itself. And the Knicks.
That's kind of my thing.
The Knicks are very deep, and the Knicks can match up with everything that makes the Spurs great outside of Wemby being who Wemby is. The Knicks got to counter for it.
I get all that. Again, I'm saying we're like, and look, man, I got Spurs in 5. I'm sticking with it.
Cat is the funniest MVP, right? We all agree, right?
Hey, no, someone said that about Cat. Like, you just compare Cat to other number 1 overall picks. How many other number 1 overall picks, just since Braun, you think actually are better than Karl Anthony Towns? Like,
not a lot.
Not
a lot. I know that off top. Not a lot.
Like, it was like, are we saying Kyrie is better than Cat? Just really quick here. We got 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Like Kyrie or Cat?
I'm going to go Kyrie.
Kyrie.
Okay. Blake Griffin or Cat?
Cat.
The what if? D Rose, like peak or Cat?
D Rose.
Okay. I don't know if you want to count Cade. I know he's only got a few years. Oh, Cat.
Cat.
Cade or Cat?
Cade.
Paolo or Cat?
Cat.
Okay. And then you got a bunch of like Greg Oden's in that time frame. Like like Cat is, for his reputation, Cat can go toe to toe with a lot of number 1 overall picks.
Mm-hmm.
But he would be absolutely fucking hilarious if he gets a Finals MVP.
It'd be the best. It'd be the best thing to ever happen.
Hey man, go watch some basketball.
Yeah,
we
he can do
appreciate y'all. If he plays well, he will get the Andre Iguodala MVP because he's matched up against Wemby. And so if he's just decent,
nah, that ain't no Andre Iguodala MVP. He ain't no Andre Iguodala. Come on, my nigga.
I was about to say.
Hold on.
I'm saying though,
That's
if he plays well, and Wemby doesn't play up to like superstar stats, he's going to get the extra benefit of like, oh, I'm guarding the best player the same way Iguodala's MVP is.
No, he ain't got to guard Wemby.
Cat don't got to guard Wemby to win MVP. I do agree with that. But I get your point, Justin. I do get what you mean.
And
OG is the one I think.
He's expected to play good. Like we expecting Cat to play good. Like I'm not expecting Cat. Like I'm not gonna be surprised if Cat go out there and hoop. Like Chet, and when you look at this last matchup against Chet, it's like Chet is a nigga you look at and say it could go either way. I'm expecting Cat to go out there and hoop.
Well, there's gonna be some funny still shots if Wemby's like swats Cat shit away. Just be prepared. Hey, man, with that being said, we're going to catch y'all next week. We appreciate y'all as always. Go watch some basketball, man. It's going to be a great finals. Spurs in 5, we out.